You gotta ask Snoopy Dogg that.
Tour started before.
Snoopy Dogg is busy, like shooting movies and shit. You feel me? Like,
oh shit,
non-stop, all gas. I don't even know how he do it. I asked him one day. I said, "How's you doing all this shit?" You know what he said? He said, Earl. He said, Cousin Earl, I take power naps.
What's a power nap?
Like a 20 minute, 30 minute
recharge.
Yeah,
instead of just sleeping all night, you just power nap it throughout. You know.
I like that.
Yeah, it works.
Q, you got any movies?
Working. You know what I'm saying? Hustling. You know what I mean? I turned down a movie because I didn't want to get the motherfucking jab. You know, I turned down $9 million. Damn. Because I didn't want to get the jab. Yeah, fuck that jab. And fuck y'all for trying to make me get it. So, you know, I don't know how Hollywood feel about me right now. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? It ain't just Hollywood no more, though. You can go through the streaming. Streaming ain't got nothing to do with
That's Hollywood, bro.
Is it really? You think so?
It is. They on some shit, but you know what I mean? Me too. I'm on some shit too. So.
Cube Vision.
No, that shit indie, man.
I'm working on it. I'm hustling.
I got a few dollars. Let's put something together like the weather, man. You dig?
Don't worry about nothing. It's gonna happen. Yeah. Got a lot of things up my sleeve. Yes.
For sure.
They turned out $9 million.
I didn't turn it down. Them motherfuckers didn't give it to me because I wouldn't get the shot.
What up, YouTube? It's Coffee, back with another one, man. You see, we got some hip-hop news, some other news and all that, man. And that clip's crazy right there, right? I mean, off the rip, Snoop Dogg. I mean, that's Mount Westmore, hip-hop supergroup, Too Short. What up with it, y'all? It's Coffee on the vid. Back at it with another one, man. And y'all hear that was Mount Westmore, legendary hip-hop supergroup. E40, Too Short, Cube, and Snoop. Snoop wasn't in attendance, you know what I mean? But real quick before getting into all this ish that Cube was talking about, man, Cube been going at it with the elite, with Hollywood and all that. And that wasn't the first time. Like, we'll get to it, but real quick, man, just power naps. Y'all heard what they were talking about with power naps? That's what Snoop says his key to success, to longevity, to stamina, I guess, to being able to be out here doing all this work, as we know Snoop been in everything. You know what I mean? I always gotta, speak to how impressive that is. Comment, y'all. You guys know what I mean, right? How everyone, like your grandma knows Snoop Dogg. Everyone knows Snoop Dogg, even if you know nothing about hip hop at all. It's pretty impressive. But people, y'all, with Cube, right? What was it, like a year ago? 2 years ago, I can't remember exactly, man. My conception of time been all twisted ever since the whole sickness jumped off. And I think basically was when that all first kicked off. Cube was taken to social media, to Twitter, to Instagram, to speak about secret societies, police, fraternal orders, just putting it all out there about everything. You know what I mean? And the way a lot of ish rocks and a lot of things that you're not supposed to speak on, right? Now, we know Cube is another huge in acting, right? Like when it comes to crossing over from rapping to acting, Cube may be one of the biggest ever out of rappers. Comment, you know what I mean? Like Cube been in so many movies and he did it all. Everything from, Boys in the Hood to Are We There Yet? Family comedies to Friday, series movies that he took a part in making, 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, Glass Shield. Like, I don't know, man. Just comment your favorite Cube movie. But that's what was so wild to hear Cube speaking out about a lot of that ish. Like, yo, that's a no-no. You know what I mean? And you rub shoulders with a lot of Hollywood executives and things like that. You know what I mean? Like, you made a lot of brethren in that world. And now you hear him talking about, when they ask, yo, you been doing any movies lately? I lost a $9 million deal because I wouldn't get that treatment. And I had to cut it off right there. They went in and specifically was speaking about I wouldn't get the C word, SHOT, you know what I mean? Like, they came out and flat out were saying it, which is wild, man, because I feel like if I was saying that on my platform, the video would get deaded out the blogosphere. You know what I'm saying? And striketh down. But over there on Gilly and Wallow's jump off, like they're doing it no problem. You know what I mean? They're obviously tied into Barstool, who's a big company and all that, big in the blogosphere. But it's just wild. Like, not even really speaking anything about Cube, just pointing out the fact that a lot of these channels, like big channels, can get away with a lot of ish that smaller platforms can't. You know what I mean? Like the rules are not consistent across the board, and that's a fact, Jack. But getting back to this, he's like, yo, I lost it. They wanted me to get that treatment. I said, fuck that, I'm not doing it. And I lost a $9 million deal. And then when they said it again, he was like, well, I didn't turn it down. They wouldn't give it to me. But it's wild now. With that being said, I started thinking, man, like, yo, have we seen Ice Cube in anything more recently, like in the past year? Am I tripping? Like, comment, y'all. Like, as we know, Cube's been in a few movies every year for the longest time, Billy Joel voice, ever since he jumped into the acting world. And now at this point, it don't seem like, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wait a second. Did Cube fall out? Like, did his stock as an actor drop? Is he not in movies like he used to be? You know what I mean? Not even speaking of Cube, but you know who's another rapper who's really came up in the acting world, been in a lot of ish over the past 5-10 years, man? RZA, real talk. But for real, man, like, what do y'all think, man? Did Cube's acting career kind of start to fall apart because of some of the things he was speaking about? And with this, he wouldn't get that treatment, and he's speaking out about that as well. Like, I had to really think, man, again, like, man, I don't think Cube's been in a lot of movies lately. That's very unlike him when it comes to the you know, new films coming out. But yeah, man, dope interview. Again, Mount Westmore. Snoop wasn't there, but it was still a very lit interview. Very interesting time in Ice Cube's career. Obviously, in my opinion, one of the dopest ever in the game. All these artists, too, to link up and do that super group is just lit. You know what I mean? Comment if y'all tapped into their music or not. You know, they did a lot of performances and whatnot. But yeah, man, Ice Cube been going at the elites and may have paid with his Hollywood career for it. But, you know, Cube don't give a fuck. And you know what's something interesting, too, there I want to point out before I close the video out. In one part, E40 was saying, man, well, you can just do straight to streaming-ish. You know what I'm saying? That's outside of the Hollywood world. And Cube was like, nah, man, that's Hollywood as well. Don't get it twisted. Hollywood controls the smaller market movies as well that go, you know what I'm saying? Like, they used to be straight to DVD. Now that doesn't exist. It's just straight to streaming platforms. Cube was like, nah, that is Hollywood as well, my man. Don't get it twisted. And it's kind of wild the way the games works. Like, I don't know if this is true or not, but just something I want to point out. Like, if y'all remember back when burn CDs were the thing, someone told me, I don't know how true this is or not, someone that had a little bit of ties to the music industry told me, like, yo, Coffee, back when that was really shaking and moving like that, all the burn CDs that were out in circulation, the record industry, or the music industry owned all those. I don't know if that's true or not. And even if it was, like, the money that they would make off the burn CDs is nothing compared to what they would have made if sales didn't plummet in the music industry. You know what I mean? It's so wild the way it is, everything with that nowadays with streaming, etc., you know? But I don't know, there you have it. Ice Cube wouldn't get the treatment, you know, not very popular in Hollywood like he used to be. Mount Westmore doing legendary things, legendary artists. And let me know your thoughts on it all. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.